after Artheria and Prince Leohard got the news of the Canterlot vault heist. Artheria had just entered the royal palace upon returning to see all of the ponies working there, cleaning up after the attack, when she said in a very upset tone, as Katrina jumped into view, "Let me guess, this was Crunch the Rock Dog, and you were right." Not exactly. The attack was a combined effort of both King Sombra and Queen Chrysalis with her changeling armies, but some guards claimed to see Drider, a pony made of ice, and giant stone bulldog heading for the treasury. "So yeah," said Katrina before letting out a sigh, "but this is no time for me to make my ego go bigger. We're facing war after all."
I agree, which is why I'm joining you for this fight,
said Discord, who now came floating over with the royal sisters and the main six trotting right behind him, with Tilius in close to them. "Mom, how was the honeymoon?" asked Tilius, who rushed over to the Spirit of Light, who pulled her loving daughter into a hug. "It was great. And, are you okay?" asked Artheria, who noticed that Tilius' eyes flashed a pink color for a second there, and Discord had noticed. It's best we talk about it later," said Tilius, before they went with the others to the war room. An argument started about how best to approach the coming war, when Katrina hissed at Discord, as he said with a roll of his eyes,
"Let's just storm the place and take down those bozos."
"Oh, that's a great idea, except one problem. We don't know where they're hiding," hissed Katrina, who was getting really tired of hearing his dumb idea. "Also, where were you during his attempt to kidnap Princess Celestia?"
"That is,
said Discord, who realized he had made a mistake there. "That's enough out of all of you. Equestria is facing its darkest hour here," said Princess Twilight, who couldn't believe how much bickering was happening here. "Katrina has a point, though. How are we supposed to take the fight to them if we don't know where their base is?" "I actually may have an idea of where we can start," said Tilius, before they all looked to her with surprise. "Remember that strange canyon in the shape of a dog's footprint? I thought for a while that if Crunch was back he would be hiding in there, but there was no such luck. But then I noticed that it was pointing onto the map. Ghastly Gorge." "Ghastly Gorge, but that place is almost as bad as the Everfree Forest, as it's filled with giant eels that would come out of these holes in the gorge's walls and try and eat you," said Pinkie Pie, who remembered going there to save her sister Maud from those beasts. "Yeah, but no pony would dare venture there, so it's a perfect place to hide a villain's lair. And it's most likely where the Grey was hiding from before, and where they're keeping Thunderlane," said Princess Celestia, who was quick to back Tilius up on this. "Okay, but I'm afraid that if we're doing this, we should be prepared. Tia, it's time for me to finish what I have started with you and your sister," said Artheria, who surprised them. "I'm giving you my final gift, ending my time as the Spirit of Light, Tia. And what I'll give Luna will weaken the Grey to the point where we'll stand a better chance in the battle that is to come." "Mom, I need to talk to you in private," said Tilius, who before went into a private room in the palace, and Discord teleported in after them with Katrina. "Really?"
"Hey, you're not the only one who's concerned about the bun in her oven,"
said Discard, but before both Katrina and Artheria went wide-eyed at this.
"What? I noticed you put on a little weight upon coming home."
"You're with child?" asked Katrina, who was stunned by this news. "But I thought that the spirit triad can only create through magic." "Well, apparently we were both wrong, but I'm surprised how my own daughter found out," said Artheria, while turning to the changeling in the room, as they were all very curious. "I could sense two love energies coming from you from the moment I saw you after your return from your honeymoon. If you weren't You would only have one love energy coming out of you, said Tilius, who surprised every creature in this room. I've been learning about how changelings and love energy work from Thorax. He's a great teacher. But back to why I wanted to talk to you. You haven't told anyone the news yet. No, and neither can any of you. I don't want them to worry, said Artheria, while pointing to Artheria and Katrina with a serious look. It's not an order, it's a request as both my former students and my family, which I've never stopped seeing you two as, even after all that's happened. What I plan to do has to happen, even if I had enough of my powers left to continue fighting the Grey. It's too powerful for me to defeat myself, and I'm tired of fighting. If I'm going to create a new start for all of us, I want it to be spending time with the family I love, not trying to prevent a war. You know how sappy that just sounded? Asked Katrina, before turning to Discord, who was concerned like her. Fine, we won't tell the others, but you should be the one to break the news to them, including Leohart, since he's your husband. He deserves to know.
I won't tell either, despite how much chaos it would cause,
said Discord with a sigh before turning dead serious.
I never thought a day would come where I would say this. Let's end this.